Men, listen closely. I need you to hear me, not just with your ears, but with your soul. Because if you don't, you might wake up one day and realize that everything you worked for, everything you built, everything you gave, was for nothing. You thought she loved you. You thought she was different. You thought this time was real. But now, here you stand, broken, betrayed, wondering how you got here. This is not a fairy tale. This is reality, and reality has no mercy for the blind. Let me tell you a story of a man just like you, a man who believed, a man who gave, and a man who lost it all. There was once a man named David, hardworking, ambitious, disciplined. He built himself from nothing: early mornings, late nights, sacrifice upon sacrifice. While others were partying, he was working. While others were sleeping, he was planning. He had a vision, and he wasn't about to let anyone stop him. And then he met her. She was beautiful, not just in appearance, but in the way she spoke, the way she smiled, the way she made him feel like the only man in the world. She told him she believed in him, that she would stand by his side, that she would be his peace in a world of chaos. David, like many men before him, believed her. At first, everything was perfect. She laughed at his jokes, encouraged his dreams, told him how lucky she was to have found him. He worked harder, not just for himself, but for her. He wanted to give her the world. And then, slowly, things began to change. She started questioning his long hours. She complained that he wasn't spending enough time with her. She compared him to other men who knew how to make time for their wives. So, he adjusted. He worked less, spent more time at home, sacrificed the very things that made him, all to make her happy. But her happiness was a moving target. The more he gave, the more she demanded. What once was admiration turned into expectation. The things she once appreciated, she began to take for granted. And then, one day, he came home and she was gone. Not just her half of everything he owned. His savings, his house, his peace. She hadn't left alone either. She left with another man. A man who didn't build, who didn't sacrifice, who simply arrived when the foundation was already laid. David sat in that empty house, staring at the walls, realizing the brutal truth. She was never his to begin with. She belonged to the streets, and he had tried to make her a queen. Men, how many stories like this have we heard? How many times must we see the same cycle before we learn? You were taught to provide. You were told to protect. You were raised to give. But nowhere in that lesson did they teach you to guard yourself. Nowhere did they teach you that a woman must earn your loyalty, not simply receive it by default. The modern world has changed, but the expectations of men have not. You are still expected to be strong, to be disciplined, to be successful. But what do you receive in return? So many of these women today are not partners, they are consumers. They do not come to build, they come to take. They do not arrive with loyalty. They arrive with conditions. And when you no longer serve their purpose, they leave, taking your wealth, your peace, and sometimes even your sanity with them. Men, love is a luxury. It is an experience, not a foundation. It is something to be enjoyed, but never relied upon. If you find a good woman, one who is loyal, one who respects you, one who understands the value of what you bring, then treat her well. But understand that such a woman is rare. Do not build your empire on the hope that you will find one. Build your empire for yourself, because here is the brutal truth. You do not need a woman to be successful. But the wrong woman can absolutely destroy everything you have worked for. So, what should you do? Never let a woman become your mission, your goals, your vision, your legacy. These are what matter. Women come and go, but your purpose remains. Do not trust blindly. Be careful who you allow into your life. A beautiful face can hide a selfish heart. Guard your finances. Never put yourself in a position where one person can destroy everything you've built. Vet women carefully. Do not be blinded by beauty. Look at her actions, not just her words. Love yourself enough to walk away. If a relationship is costing you your peace, your purpose, or your freedom, it is not worth it. Men, understand this. Your life, your success, your happiness. These are why you are S to protect. The wrong woman can cost you more than money. She can cost you your peace, your time, your future. But if you stay focused, if you guard yourself, if you understand that your greatest power is the ability to walk away, you will be untouchable. Stay sharp. Stay disciplined. Protect yourself at all costs. And remember, if you got value from this, if this message spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More content like this is coming your way. Stay strong, kings.